Have you formed an excessive connection with someone lately? While attachment is very good for fostering connections between people, it's very important to differentiate it from true love. Now, emotional attachment is a sense of closeness, vital for nurturing relationships over time. Now, when attachment is meaningful and healthy, it tends to evolve into love gradually. However, there exists a very thin line between healthy and unhealthy emotional attachment. Now, being excessively attached to someone tends to lean towards the latter. By the latter, I meant unhealthy emotional attachment. Now, here are 6 signs of excessive emotional attachment to someone. Number 1, romanticization. Now, do you frequently fantasize about a future with someone you met shortly, or tend to glorify everything they do? Now, this thing known as romanticization is an unhealthy method of dealing with an anxious or unsound attachment to someone. It becomes problematic because, in addition to placing unrealistic expectations on the individual that they cannot realistically fulfill, you might also overlook or justify any warning signs, choosing only to perceive what you want to see. Number 2, unbalanced power dynamics. It's in a relationship. In a relationship, these are signs of unhealthy emotional attachment. When one person consistently takes more than they give in terms of time, effort, consideration, or attention, it can lead to issues like codependency and emotional exhaustion. Now, examples of unbalanced dynamics might involve providing more support than you are receiving, consistently prioritizing their needs over yours, feeling responsible for solving their issues, dedicating more time to their emotional needs at the expense of your own, and finding less time for personal interest, hobbies, or other relationships. Number 3, continuously seeking approval. Now, continuously seeking approval and relying solely on someone else's constant reassurance is a clear sign of an unhealthy excessive attachment. Now, seeking incessant validation and basing your self-worth entirely on your relationship can be harmful. Now, it has the potential to weaken your self-esteem, render you vulnerable to manipulation, hinder your ability to express disagreements, and leave you emotionally unstable. Number 4, low self-esteem. Now, a low self-esteem often shows up as altering personal habits, interests, behaviors, and aspirations to better match theirs. It involves prioritizing their circle of friends and family over your own, neglecting your established boundaries and individual needs in favor of theirs, and dedicating all your time, effort, and assets solely to the relationship or to please them. Number 5, over-independence. When excessively attached to someone, you are constantly preoccupied with thoughts and discussions about them. You feel compelled to maintain constant communication, driven by anxiety or concern when they are not reachable. It's in the absence you experience a sense of incompleteness, unsure of how to occupy yourself. While this might seem romantic when taken to extremes, it can harm your independence and overall self-esteem. Now, lastly, is avoiding loneliness. Another clear sign of excessive attachment is the habit of pursuing relationships solely to avoid being alone. Now, if you frequently move from one partner to another due to discomfort with being single, it raises a significant concern. Now, this pattern increases the chances of remaining in unfulfilled or detrimental relationships, primarily because of a fear of being abandoned and a dependency on external validation. Now, what are your thoughts on these signs? Do you recognize any of them in yourself or relate to what I've discussed? Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Identifying these unhealthy attachment behaviors within ourselves is the initial step towards healing. Now, if you answered yes to any, don't be too hard on yourself. Instead, take it as an opportunity to introspect, examining your underlying needs and beliefs about yourself and your relationship. Now, consider how these beliefs might translate into unhealthy attachment behaviors. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Mental health professionals can assist you in this journey and support you in fostering healthy relationships. Until next time, bye.